Alright, hey guys, what's going on? I'm the Dog, and welcome back to more Metroid Prime. I guess I will go back to the Fendrana Drifts in this episode. I'll probably do that by just taking the original Magmore Caverns elevator route and seeing if maybe there's a white door, with something neat behind it on the way, you know, look for more power-ups we can get, or like spider ball tracks, that sort of thing. But I kinda doubt it. It's probably, There's that one that... Chozo Ghost. Okay. There's gonna be more in this room. Brilliant. Shut up. So we can just let ourselves fall through here. They can't hurt us, even though we're still technically in the same room. They can't hurt us once we're in the multiple tunnel. Just sit there and make creepy noises. Yeah, I feel like there is a more efficient way to get, let's see, that elevator in the Fendrana Drifts, that led back to the later area of the Magmore Caverns. Fendrana Drifts south. Oh, and we can't get through there yet, because not only is there a white door, there's some Vendesium. Oh, but there's a transport there to Talon Overworld. Okay, so there are more efficient ways to do this, but I'm just gonna go back through that original route because I'm kind of already on that path. Well, wait a minute, actually. I wouldn't waste any... Ooh, you can freeze them. That's fun. Wouldn't waste any time going back to, just the original elevator from Talon Overworld that we took in, and then it'd be very easy to go. And I don't think there are even any, white doors. Yeah, okay, I am gonna take the more logical route. All this planning of these sort of trips across the map in this game, I guess it's kind of cool, really. It's easy to get messed up. Okay, please tell me these guys are not going to lock the doors. Good! We can just leave. Although we'll probably get shot in the back with load times. See, that's the sort of situation where the loading gets annoying. Is when you're just trying to skip past enemies. Now, I don't do that very often anymore, but with the Chozo Ghosts, that's one time where I usually do, because they're so annoying. I might do it less later once we have the visor to track them better. They're still irritating. And that was a strange voice. Here we are back in the main plaza. This is literally called the main plaza. And you probably saw that missile expansion up there. Again, magma pool. We need our freaking grapple beam back. Okay. Go through here. Commentary. I'm saying interesting things. Peas and carrots. I knew someone once who was in the advertising business, so she knew a lot about the film industry, and apparently peas and carrots is something they often said when they were, that extras would often say when they just had to look like they were talking in the background. It's kind of funny, so I just sort of say that, as filler, I guess, occasionally. I'm rambling, okay? Don't always have something interesting to say. In fact, I usually don't have something interesting to say. But at least I have something interesting to do, and that something interesting is blowing up blood flowers, which is really satisfying. Ow. More cruelty to local wildlife. This LP is not sponsored by PETA. And I'm glad for that, because I don't really like PETA. I mean, I like animal rights and stuff, but not PETA. Why am I talking about PETA in the Let's Play? Well, because it involves killing a lot of animals, but okay, you know what I mean. I guess it's kind of something that I've heard from a lot of people that's good advice, is you should, you should generally try to avoid putting, like, putting too much stuff about serious topics, or too much stuff about, like, political views and that sort of thing in your internet stuff, especially if you're trying to, like, be popular, because that just, it's too divisive, you know? And I kind of see where that's coming from, but on the other hand, sometimes I kind of have an urge to make fun of things that need to be made fun of. I believe in making fun of all groups equally, so maybe I'll take a break from making fun of Sarah Palin to make fun of, I don't know, Joe Biden or something. Actually, I tell a lie, I probably will avoid, well, okay, too many puffers. Probably will, whoa, what? Why are there puffers, why did they suddenly get lower? I'm really sucking at this. Okay. Puffers seem to have left this platform. Let's destroy the other ones. Why am I using the ice beam for this? Something with a quicker fire rate would probably be better, but oh well. Have the ice beam equipped, so that's what I'm gonna use. Ice beam's awesome. Enough of your logic. Is this the... I won't spoil that yet, because I don't really even know where it is. There's something important that we're gonna get in one of these rooms. Probably either the lava lake from earlier or this twin fires here, one of these two-part rooms. I think it's the lava lake. One of them has something important that we'll need later in the game. That we get by blowing up a pillar. Here's this room, which we still can't do anything in. What happens if I... nothing. You can't, like, freeze a puddle spore. It's kind of disappointing in a way. I would like to freeze a puddle spore. I guess. It's kind of random. Brewers! The ice beam is like the worst weapon to use on these guys because it fires so slowly. Hard to hit moving targets, small moving targets with. Ah, crap. You suck. Don't know why I bothered to equip the ice beam. Should have noticed that there was a wave beam door on the other side. Here's these guys, though. Ice beam is kind of fun on these guys, although the fourth beam weapon is even better. The fourth beam weapon is pretty OP. Honestly, overpowered. There's practically nothing in the game that you can't kill with it, and it's you usually do so more easily than with other beams. It's quite overpowered. Savez! Savez! Why is it French? I do not know. My French accent is abominable. Can't even understand when I say abominable in French. In a French accent, rather. I don't speak French at all. Pretty much the only thing I know how to say in French is je ne parle pas français, which literally means I don't speak French. Why am I talking so much about French in this Let's Play? I have no idea. I usually have no idea about really anything. You know, a while ago when I first considered trying to do a Let's Play series, I had this idea to call it Let's Fail and have my whole shtick be sort of that I'm really bad at the game. Or not so much that I'm... Or just that... Maybe not necessarily bad at the game, but like highlight stupid mistakes I make. There's an energy tank in there, but we can't get to it yet. Because there's more of this nonsensical ice that we can't get rid of with missiles or anything. We need a heat-based weapon. Even though our other weapons, aside from the ice beam, all should produce quite a bit of heat, logically. Yeah, I had this idea to call the series Let's Fail, and I even made this little logo of the sprite of one of my characters who I use for my like my YouTube avatar icon. I actually had like a version of that sprite. Never mind. Okay, I'm just sort of rambling. There's just some ice parasites in there. Looks like there is another room where we encounter them. And more flicker bats around here. But since we're descending in this room, there's not a whole lot that we need to do with it. I might as well show off the door to the right here, if I don't get knocked off this platform by flicker bats. This leads back into the pirate facility, so if for some reason you want a shortcut into the research core, here it is! But I'm not gonna bother, because all that I'd accomplish in there is getting shot at by turrets. Okay, more flicker bats. I'm just gonna hop down here. There's this door, and the other door at the very bottom of the room, I think is actually, yep, it's underwater. There's no point in going through that later. We might come back through that. Or in going through that now, we might come back through it later. Right now, we're just gonna take this one. Here's an ice beetle. Have we scanned ice beetles? Yes, we have. We encountered them earlier while going through the pirate facility. Utterly pointless enemy. Just like beetles, but a little tougher. There's some scarabs here that block the store for some reason. Might be the only time you see scarabs in Fendrana Drifts. Rarely see them outside the Chezzer ruins. Yes! Yes! This is a glider. You might be able to tell. I love these things. They're really pretty insignificant. There's like 3 in the whole game. But I love them. They're adorable. Okay, they probably look kind of ugly, but they make funny noises and they're peaceful. And there's apparently a sport that revolves around them. Aren't they awesome? Basically, once we get the grapple beam back, we can latch on to their undersides with the grapple beam. There's a couple stalactites here we gotta destroy, or gotta make fall. Oh, this is the room with the freaking missile expansion under the ice. There's no way to get through this ice with any of our... by breaking it with any of our weapons. There's no morph ball tunnel or anything that'll take us under it. So for the longest time, I had no idea how to get it until I looked it up. This was the reason I started looking things up when I was going for 100% in my practice run. That was the main reason I started looking things up, was that missile expansion. It turns out there's a couple little platforms, I think actually they're the ones over there, that I hadn't even thought about, but apparently there's some platforms you can only access with the glider. So once we get a grapple beam, we can do that, and then phase-on ranges in the mines, interesting. And then there's a stalactite you can break, a third one that will crash through the ice and let you get to the missile that's underwater. Interesting. Pretend I understood that technobabble that I didn't really read. We still got a little bit of time. It's okay if I go a little overtime, but I don't know that I'll have enough time to actually claim the power-up, because it's not as close as it looks. Over here, jump up on the stalactite. See, there isn't a door in this room that goes out toward the left there, toward the gravity chamber. We have to go up to the north, go through a couple other rooms, and then sort of loop back around. These guys are really easy to kill with the ice beam if you can catch them before they take off, or like right as they're taking off, because then they're sort of paused. The fourth beam is way better against them, and I kind of wish I had it whenever I'm fighting them now. So this is Fendrana's Edge. There is an interesting secret we can get here later, up at the top of the room. Yeah, we need a grapple beam, among other things, to get to it. At the moment, all we have to do, really, is drop to the bottom. Where there's a door that I believe is actually underwater. Yes, actually, wait a minute. Frost Cave... Oh, okay. I get it. I was just thinking there's another room that I... Oh, hello. Here's a new enemy. Oh, and he just tried to eat me. And if you get hit by his electrical attack, it'll temporarily mess up with your GUI. Well, get rid of your GUI. This is a gel zap. Aquatic predator made of electrically bound skeletal halves. It's separated into two halves that are only connected through energy. The brain is located in the other half, while the heart and digestive tract occupy the lower half. Wait a minute. I just realized there's something that doesn't make sense with that. Wouldn't the heart need to pump blood to the brain? So how does it get blood into the top half? It would need two hearts. Well, whatever. I'm done questioning this biology. None of it makes sense. It's all game logic. It's apparently at the top of Talon 4's aquatic food chain. Basically, you just hit them with a charge shot while they're doing that charging thing for that attack, and they die. They're not too hard. They can be a little irritating. And here's a scatter bomb you underwater. And here's a scatter bomb you not underwater. No point in trying to use the morph ball to get through there, since we can just blow them up with the wave beam. And here we are in another cave area with some stalactites we can destroy. A lot of them. 3, and that's not a 4th, okay, just 3. Oh, wow. I think there were flying pirates hiding underwater that we just... Or maybe they were gel zaps or something. There was something underwater there that we just killed with the stalactite. And I just fell underwater. And, yeah, there's a gel zap. It was probably just a gel zap. Well, that was kind of pathetic, falling underwater there. Yeah, basically those are just gonna make platforms we can hop across and try not to get knocked off by flicker bats. Which I guess we could try to kill, but they're difficult to target, difficult to see, so I'm not gonna bother yet. So we can't get to that exit over there yet, but come over here. Timing. You know what? We finally arrived here in the gravity chamber. I guess I might as well get what it is that's in here, because there's no boss fight for this. There's a lot of these power-ups where there's no boss fight. So I might as well just grab it, and call that an episode rather than make you guys wait. And me have to wait till my next recording session. Aqua Reapers. These are just sort of like Reaper Vines, but they're underwater, they come up out of the floor. You just, shoot them once, they temporarily retract. They're not that dangerous, so I can only assume they just don't get paid very much for being enemies, and so on the sidelines they make weird Japanese videos. Okay. I had to make the joke. Tentacles. Gel zap. Can't jump, worth crap, underwater. Wow, this is really pathetic. Is it here? Yes, it is here. The gravity suit. Our second big suit upgrade. We're purple! Yep. This is the gravity suit. It works way better than it looks. The purple is kind of awkward combined with the orange. I don't really like the design that much. But basically, it lets us move exactly as well underwater as we can on land. Which means any water area we can get through just fine. So, we're gonna see exactly what it is that we can do with that on the next episode. I'm the Dog, and until next time, remember... Purple!